perish but have everlasting life. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world. And I imagine some of you might have walked in this room today feeling incredibly condemned, incredibly beat down, incredibly disenfranchised. Man, I've messed up so much. I've done some horrible, despicable, rotten things. I've hurt a lot of people, and I don't think they'll ever forgive me, and they'll never look at me the same. And every time I walk down the road, I think people look at me and look and say, "Oh, there's so-and-so," and that's how God must think of me too, but that's not the truth. For God does not condemn. There is no condemnation in Jesus Christ. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him. Isn't that incredible? What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing that God has done for us through Jesus. Every one of us. Every one of us. See, that's the truth for you. It's the truth for me. It's the truth for all of us. A few years ago, we were worshiping. We were still back in the Benzie High School auditorium. And a gal, she was a teenager at the time, Becky. She's now down in Grand Rapids going to college at Cornerstone University. Well, Becky had a shirt on that morning. And I looked at that shirt and I said, "Becky, get up here." So I had her come up with me on the platform. And her shirt said 3 words: "I'm a whosoever." And that was it. Just 3 words. I'm a whosoever. For God so loved the world that he sent his one and only Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. I'm whosoever. I'm in the group. I made it. I've arrived, right? I'm loved. I'm forgiven. See, the thing about that little baby Jesus from heaven and earth collide, understand, he didn't stay a baby for very long. None of them do. As you know, they tend to grow up pretty quick, and Jesus grew into a man that would willingly lay down his life on a cross. I mean, that's what reconnects us to God. He took on the punishment for our sin that otherwise would have come to us. He died for us so we can be freed and forgiven of the consequences of our sin. And whosoever believes that, whosoever believes him and receives him, is no longer disenfranchised in any way, shape, or form, but is now fully reconnected to God. Isn't it great to be a whosoever? Maybe you're thinking, well, I'd love to be a whosoever. I look around this room and I see these people I know and some I don't know, and I'd love to have the faith they have. I'd love to feel the confidence and security of being connected with God again. I'd love to know I'm forgiven. But I just somehow think I got missed over. I got passed over. I got missed. Like it might be good for you and you and you, but I don't know that what God did really applies to me. I don't know if I can ever be a whosoever. Which brings me back to the shepherds.